Hi there. I'm gonna be out in the garden today planting some coneflower from my work. I got an email last week, one of the days last week, from the owner of our company, and we grew so much coneflower this year. There's lots of really fun new varieties called Sunseeker. So we grew, I can't remember, maybe I can try to find pictures of the ones we grew this year, but they're really, really pretty. It's kind of like a fluffier looking petal or bloom. And so a lot of those sold over the older varieties. And so we had an overabundance of coneflower left over from the season. I work for a perennial plant company, and the owner of the company was like, hey, we've got an overabundance of coneflower echinacea left over. Everybody, or all the employees, can go out and pick 12 coneflowers each if you want off of the wagon. And so that's what I did last week. I ended up getting 3 of each color. They did have pink on there, the powwow pink, but I already have a ton of that, so I didn't get any of that. I got 3 of these canary feathers. I got 3 of these adobe orange, and then a couple different colors of red. This is the frankly scarlet. It's kind of dulling out right now. And then the salsa red. So I got 3 of all those. And then, oh, I forgot about this one. The other day, actually the same day, I went to Garden Crossings and bought this Firelight tidbit. So I might end up planting that today too. We'll see how far we get. But yep, this is the collection of plants that are gonna go in the ground today. Before we go plant that stuff, I wanted to show you guys this cute little present I got from a viewer, a friend named Michelle. She actually got me one and my mom one, and I have to say it's supposed to go in your bird bath, but the directions were like, make sure the water in your bird bath is clean at all times, and we all know that that's really hard to do. And I was like, man, I don't want it to get dirty and clogged up. And then the same day I was gonna put mine out, my mom put hers out in her hot tub, which she keeps cold in the summertime, and she uses it as she calls it her pool. And it was so beautiful. I think I have a video I'll show you of her. She loves it so much, Michelle. And I thought, oh my goodness, I'm gonna put mine in my pool. So this is what it looks like. It's so cute. And it actually came with, like, I don't know, 5 different attachments that do different things. So it does like a straight stream that goes, like, just one that goes straight up. There's ones that have like just 3 streams on it, but this one had the most streams, I guess. And it's solar powered, and I absolutely love it in my pool. Again, it's supposed to go in the bird bath. Another thing about not putting it in the bird bath is, like I said, it's solar powered, and all my bird baths are in the shade. So if I take that thing out of the sun, it completely stops working. So there's no way it would even work, let alone it would get really grimy and dirty. So, you know, I could put it in there, but you can see that doesn't even get sun until, I don't know, probably another 4, 5, 6 hours, and then it only gets sun for a little bit of the day. So anyway, I put it in my pool and I love it so much. I have another bird bath over here, and that one, it wouldn't really work because it's got that middle section on it. It would work in this one up here, but again, it's completely in the shade. This area right here probably gets filtered sun for about, I don't know, 2 hours a day. So I just absolutely love it in my pool, and my mom loves hers too. Thank you so much, Michelle. What an awesome little present. I just really have enjoyed that in my pool this year, and I usually try to go out in my pool for lunchtime if I'm not gardening, or get out there every day after work if it's not raining, or, you know, as long as it's sunny. And I've just really been loving that tiny little waterfall. It's so cute. All right, I'm gonna grab the gator and my shovel, and we're gonna get going on these coneflower. Okay, Nate has a bunch of stuff in the back of the gator. I think he's still trying to clean a few things up. We've been like cleaning out our sheds in our garage. I'm gonna go just like old times and I'm gonna grab my little red wagon. So I'm gonna grab that out. But yeah, this wagon right here I got from my sister-in-law, Mandy, probably, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago for Christmas, and this is all I used to use to cart around all my stuff until I think it was 2020 when Nate bought me that gator. He had been saving up a bunch of money and he's like, I really want to buy you a gator, and I was like, oh my word, we do not need a gator. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm always the one that doesn't want to spend the money, and boy, that thing has paid for itself in the time that we've had it. We used it to build this retaining wall. We used it to haul rock, mulch, soil. We put in everything around the pool, all the pea stone, the pond stone, like everything around the house. Every single year, we look at each other and we're like, what would we do without this gator? We'd have to hire a lot of this stuff done or like rent equipment or whatever. So that thing has just been such a blessing, and Nate was right. We really did need it, and it was pretty expensive, but like I said, I'm pretty sure it paid for itself. So anyway, today I'm going back to this trusty old wagon, and this is just super easy to cart around, and I love it. This other side right here has pockets, so I always would put like my scissors in there, or pruners, and little hand shovels, or whatever, you can put stuff in there. So anyway, this is a great little wagon. Get the coneflower. And I am going to grab some fertilizer. I do like to fertilize stuff the first time I put it in the ground. Hi, buddy. Little bumblebee. Oh, you're beautiful. Yeah. You like my flowers? You can go on there if you want. I'm just using this. It's called the Anderson's 12-12-12 fertilizer. I got it last year. Actually, I'm trying to use it up from last year, but I got it from Lizzie at the garden center because of all you guys. Because some of you guys bought me presents from there, and she was very thankful, and some of you have went and visited her at the greenhouse, and she was very thankful, so she gave me a free giant bag of fertilizer. So thank you guys. Appreciate that. Snuggled in there. Now I'm thinking about water. I might just pull the hose over, because I think we're gonna go in that little spot where I've been putting the other coneflower. So we'll just drag the hose. Here's that little bee I was talking to. Isn't he cute? He's so tiny. Eat your heart out, buddy. Okay, hold on, bud. We're going for a ride. You're welcome to come. Just bunker down. Okay, I'm thinking we'll go right up in this area. This is the nice thing about my wagon. I'm like just remembering how awesome this is. I can carry it through my path. I made it just wide enough. This wagon, I kind of made my path wide enough so that I could pull the wagon through it back in the day. And here we go. We'll stop right here. I think we lost our little buddy. don't see him anymore. That's okay. I think I'm gonna start by putting some in here. These Hosta here will continue to grow bigger, but in the meantime, before that happens, which it won't happen too quickly just because this is more of a sunny area. Right now it's only like noon, so the sun's right there. As soon as the sun comes up over this tree, this will be pretty much full sun the rest of the day. So the Hosta just don't grow as quickly in the full sun. So I'm gonna throw some echinacea in here. I already have got the yellow Rebecca and then the powwow and the regular purple coneflower in there. So let's see, maybe we'll do some red or orange. Let's do some orange. Let's do the adobe orange in there. I think I'm gonna put all the adobe orange in a clump right here, and I have a little bit of poison ivy right here, so I'm gonna dig that out and go get rid of this poison ivy. A little clump of orange down here will be good. Got those in the ground, looking good. I'm just gonna sprinkle some of this on. I'll come back and water it later. Katie's home. Must be home for lunch. I'm lunchtime gardening right now. I think that will look good in there. And we will kind of just dot these in throughout. So I think I'll put one right here. I haven't really had too much rhyme or reason to this area just because, like I've said in the past, it doesn't grow certain things. I planted so many different plants in here and they just, for whatever reason, I think it's because of the chipmunk digging, they just don't survive. Their roots get eaten or, messed with, and so they just don't do well. But for the most part, coneflower, flax, Hosta have all done fairly well here. So I'll kind of just throw stuff in, no rhyme or reason, and hope it takes off and does good. Whew, I'm gonna fall over. Maybe we'll put one here. Hey, Needy. Hi. I'm in the gully. Yeah.
Hey, I got some things hopefully fixed right.
Oh, thanks. He's got to fix my bicycle. The kickstand is loose on it. We didn't have like the right tool to fix it. It's crazy. Out of all the tools we have in the garage and in the shed, not one of them would work to tighten the kickstand. So you just said that he went and bought a new tool for that. Let's see. Got 1, 2. Maybe we'll put the third one right in here. Got it. All right, let's see here. We'll put the orange like right in back of this big blue Hosta. Orange or yellow, woo, whatever you want to call it. Touch the actual ivy. Ugh. Such a horrible plant. I think I disturbed the roots a little on that Price's White. Okay, we'll put the yellow right in here, the canary feathers. I'm gonna push back. Push back the mulch. Let's save as much as we can. Yeah, see that one I planted the other day and it's not looking the greatest. Something about this area, I don't know. We'll see. The thing about it is I wouldn't put stuff in here that I like go out and buy all the time. What?
You wanted the brake handle to match the other side?
Yeah, the right brake handle, like I want the left brake handle to come up a little bit to match the right. I don't remember what I was saying, but I wouldn't normally put things in here that I go out and pay like full price for because I wouldn't be sure since I've lost so much stuff out here, I wouldn't be sure if it would survive. So I wouldn't want to waste money on it. But since I got these for free, I'm okay with it. You know, I mean, still, I don't even want to kill free plants, but I'd rather test it out with free plants and be like, okay, yeah, that worked. Let's get more of them. And I'm gonna have to pull my hair back, you guys. It's driving me nuts, so. Oh, much better. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. Like I said, that one right there is looking a little wah-wah. But we'll see. If all else fails, I could just get some little Hosta to put in here, because that seems to love it. Love it in here. This Hosta actually volunteered there. I almost moved it a few years ago because it was just getting really big, and I wasn't used to having something big in here because I used to have a bunch of Heuchera and other plants, but those plants died out, and then this Hosta just kept growing. I thought, oh, it looks great. We'll just leave it there. It's kind of like, I'm a Christian, so I sometimes relate it to how God is with us. Like, sometimes we have our own plan, like we think we should be going in this direction or be doing this thing or that thing at this time, and God's like, no, that's not my plan for you. I've got totally other plans. I don't want to put Heuchera in there. I want to grow a giant Hosta, and it's gonna look better than your Heuchera ever would have. That's kind of how I think of it. Okay, let's see. I don't want to shove it in here, so maybe I'll just put it over there. Or I could add some of that over here. Let's add some of this yellow color in here. But in the story of my garden, it's not God deciding where my plants go, it's the chipmunks. The chipmunks are like, no, 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 buddy. We don't want that plant to go there. We're gonna eat the roots until you move it and plant something else. Ooh, that came out, but it has a root on it. I think I stepped on it. You see the root on it? I'm gonna stick it in somewhere. Try it like okay. So I'm saving the prettiest ones for last. This is the salsa red, and you guys, I think I've got enough free coneflower in my yard right now. So I'm going to go ahead and give these to my sweet mama and let her put them in her yard. But I think I'm going to take these to my mom's house and let her enjoy this beautiful salsa red coneflower. And we'll get some fertilizer on these. Well, it didn't take very long, I don't think. I tried to do real time because I know a lot of you guys like that. But I'm gonna go around with the time that we have. If you guys want to stick around and hang out with me, you're welcome to do that. I will keep the camera going. But I'm just gonna be trimming up some of the Hosta that are done blooming. So you see like these, the Francis William are done blooming. We've got some of the Sun and Substance that are done blooming. And yeah, we'll just kind of make our way through and just prune up some of the stuff that needs pruned. And like I said, you guys are welcome to come along with me if you would like. So let's go. We've got the Francis William here. And this is probably one of my favorites. Or it is one of my favorites. This is a really versatile Hosta. It does different variegation, I guess, colors depending on the light that it gets. I love it, and it's a great Hosta to make just like a big impact. If you need one Hosta to fill in a big area, and it can go, well, in zone 4 or 5 where I'm at in my zone, it can handle a little bit of sun, like part sun. So it's just a really great hosta. I've got one here and then one over there too that I will prune up. Some weeds down in here. Gotta be careful what I'm grabbing so I don't grab poison ivy. This is the Sum and Substance. Another one of my favorites. I think that it's really hard to pick favorite hosta because they're all so beautiful in their own right. But I've got like favorites in the different size groups. So there's like, in my brain, I have like, you know, the big, medium, and small. So Francis William, Sum and Substance are like 2 of my top 3 in the big size hosta, I would say. Here's another one right here. Sum and Substance. Alright, so let's get this Francis William and that Francis William, and then we'll see if there's anything else we can cut. There's not much, because I kind of have been getting them as they've been going past bloom, but let's see. Yeah, there's not much. I could cut one off of those elegans right there, but it's pretty much it. Not many on this one. I planted all 3 of these at the same time. This one is definitely the smallest, but I think it's, you know, closest to this tree, so it doesn't get as much water. I don't water down here, ever, never. In fact, I pretty much just watered these guys in when I planted them, and then I just let the Lord do it. Because I cannot be bothered. I only like to plant plants that I don't have to fertilize a lot, I don't have to water a lot, I don't have to trim a lot. I mean, these hosta are, you know, I trim them once like that. That took me like 5 seconds to trim that, and that's it. That's the only fuss I have to do with these things all season. 5 seconds of trimming, that's it. So those are the types of plants I try to plant in my garden. Ones that require no fuss. So much better. Hosta are so beautiful. I love it. I love them. Alright, I don't really see any more that need trimmed. These halcyon are in the middle of their bloom cycle right now. See, this is kind of the, I don't know, really muted light lavender purple that most of the flowers get. Oh, look at the Diana Remembered are blooming. Oh, it's beautiful. You guys, this hosta is called Diana Remembered. I got it last year at the garden center, and it is named after, of course, the beautiful Princess Diana. I've got 3 of them in here. 1, 2, 3. So they're pretty small yet because I just planted them last season, but wow. I don't know if they bloomed last year because they were so tiny. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's pretty. That's blooming. Looks like it's getting hit by the sticks that fall on it, all the holes. You know what else I wanted to trim? I gotta trim the suckers off this tree again, and then also I want to trim up these Heuchera. See all these spent blooms? A lot of times if you wait this long, you can just go in and pull them right out like that. They're so dead. But I'll get these cleaned up. chipmunks have been digging around in here too. This willow is just a sucker for suckers. I have to prune this back probably every month, once a month or so. This tree is knocking on death's door. That is 100% for sure, but it's survived. It's been like this ever since I planted it. One year the chipmunks came in here and just, they were so destructive, and this tree, I thought it was dead. I thought I was gonna have to pull it out, and I thought, you know what, I'm not pulling it out. I am just gonna trim it up really good and hope that it comes back. And sure enough, I trimmed all the dead off of it, and there's still, like, you can still see this giant section over here that I trimmed off. It's completely leaning. It looks horrible right here, but it's surviving, and I'm gonna let it keep going until it dies, because it wants to live. You need to prune some of this dead out though while I'm here. There you go, buddy. That's a hydrangea right there. You could go plant that somewhere. I'm gonna go plant that in the gully. I leave these blooms on the Heuchera for as long as I can because I think they're really pretty. A lot of people think they're, I don't know, I've heard people say they're insignificant, but I disagree. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think any flower or any foliage is insignificant. I think it's beautiful just like God made it. Just like God made it. We'll get rid of this stuff and go plant this hydrangea. There. Well, that's about it. Let's hope that these coneflower survive in here. Who knows? I'm not sure. Like I said, that one I planted the other day and it's like dead. I'm not sure what's going on with it. I'm pretty sure it's completely dead from the root up. So we'll see. That area specifically right there is where stuff completely dies. So that's why I wanted to put a flagpole. That's my long-term plan. But in the meantime, maybe these guys will take and look pretty. We will see, and then I'll get these ones out to my mom's house. Maybe we'll take a trip out there and surprise her with them. She'll love it. Alrighty, I hope that y'all have an amazing day, and I really appreciate you just hanging out with me in the garden and enjoying this beautiful, sunny, very lightly cloudy day. I think I'm gonna go get some lunch and then possibly maybe I'll go in the pool or something. I don't have too much work to do. I got a lot of it done this morning, so that feels good to get that done. But anyway, I'm sure I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow or the next day. We'll see. But I guess for now, we'll say goodbye until next time. Bye.